Good day everyone, and welcome to our short TikTok for today. So, this is quarter 2, week 3 and 4 of our lesson in Mathematics grade 8. As we begin our class, let us have a moment of silence and say our prayers. Now, let us hear our words of wisdom. In mathematics, there is what we call trial and error. These mistakes we commit are proof that we are trying. We learn from these mistakes, and trying again will eventually lead us to success. Okay, now we proceed to our mini recap time. So do you still remember our lesson the past week? What have you learned? I guess everyone's ready for our lesson today. Just make sure to have your ballpen, pencil, paper, or notebook with you so you can take down notes. At syempre, dapat makinig ng mabuti. Ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay patungkol sa relation.
Wow!
Hindi ito yung relation o relasyon ha na hindi kayo makarelate-relate. In mathematics, a relation is any set of one or more ordered pairs. For example, the set of ordered pairs 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 3 is a relation. The set of ordered pairs 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, tapos yung 0, negative 4, negative 1, 2, and 2, negative 1 are all relations. It is a relation since there is a built connection between your x and your y. Di ba nga ang isang ordered pair ay binubuo ng x and y? In a relation, the set of all abscissa or yung x natin ay tinatawag na domain, while the set of ordinates or y is called the range. For example, in the set 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 3, the domain consists of the x's from the ordered pairs. So we have 2, 4, and 1. Ang range naman natin ay yung mga y sa ating ordered pairs. So we have 3 and 5. Kung papansinin natin, once ko lang nilagay yung number 3 sa range since naulit lang naman siya. Now, let's talk about representations of relations. Aside from ordered pairs, pwede pa nating i-represent ang isang relation sa pamamagitan ng mga sumusunod. Number 1, we have a table. Ganito ang itsura niya, and it can be horizontal or vertical. Makikita pa rin natin dyan yung mga nasa ordered pairs natin. Meron tayong x at y. Imbis na isulat kong negative 2, negative 4, negative 1, negative 2, 0, 0, 1, 2, 2, 4 na parang ordered pairs, pwede siyang isulat ng ganyan, in tables. Number 2, we have a mapping diagram. Here, we can make use of shapes, different shapes, and arrows to show relation among our x's and y's. Third, we have a graph. Since ordered pairs can be plotted as points, then a relation can also be graphed. Lastly, we can represent a relation as an equation once we observe that a rule was applied. For example, yung ordered pair kanina na negative 2, negative 4, negative 1, negative 2, 0, 0, 1, 2, and 2, 4, makikita natin na dinodoble lang si x, tapos yun na ang nagiging value ng y. So the equation is y equals 2x. Let us have another example. Using set A, 2, 4, 6, 8, make your set B that describes the relation the ordinate or y is 2 greater than the abscissa or x. So sabi dyan, no, gawa tayo ng set B or y natin, pero dapat mas malaki siya ng dalawa kesa sa set A, which is our x. Then, list down the domain and range and represent it using the previous representations that we have learned. Start tayo sa table. Meron na tayong 2, 4, 6, and 8. So, add lang daw tayo ng 2 sa bawat x natin para makuha naman ang value ng y. So, we have 2 plus 2 equals 4, 4 plus 2 equals 6, 6 plus 2 equals 8, and 8 plus 2 equals 10. Ito na niyan ang magiging itsura niya sa table. Next, by mapping diagram. List lang natin yung nakuha nating domain and range or yung x and y natin. Then, we use arrows to show the relation. Next, we represent using a graph. So, we have here a Cartesian plane. Plot natin bawat ordered pairs natin. So, first, we have 2, 4. Ayan, dyan siya. Then, we have 4, 6. Then, 6, 8. Ayan. And lastly, we have 8, 10. So, yan po yung location ng mga points natin or ng mga ordered pairs natin. For the equation, gamitin natin yung observation natin. So, para magkaroon daw tayo ng y, add lang daw tayo ng dalawa sa x. Hence, we have y equals x plus 2. So, our set B contains 4, 6, 8, and 10. Our domain has 2, 4, 6, and 8. While sa range naman, meron siyang 4, 6, 8, and 10. We can also observe a variety of relations based on their correspondence. Now, let's talk about correspondence. A correspondence can be classified as one-to-one, many-to-one, or one-to-many. For one-to-one, every element in the domain is mapped to a unique element in the range. So, isa-isa lang. Bawal ang maulit. Bigay tayo ng example. In this relation, only one element in the domain is mapped to one element in the range. Isang element sa domain sa isang element sa range. Tandaan nyo yun, ha? Many-to-one naman siya if two or more elements of the domain is pointed to the same element in the range. In this example, we can observe that 4 and 6, two elements were pointed to one element in the range which is 4. Ayan, si 4 at 6, ayan, dalawa sila, nakaturo sila sa isang element ng range which is 4. One-to-many naman siya if each element in the domain is mapped to any two or more elements in the range. One domain, and then nakaturo sa two or more range. So in this illustration, makikita natin na si 4, mag-isa lang siya, is pointed to 3 elements in the range. Si 4 nakaturo sa 3, kay 2, kay 4, at saka kay 5. Okay, so let's have a quick guessing game. The relationship in this diagram is, okay, it is 1-to-1. Since there will only be one ID number per student attending in the same school. Hindi pwedeng maulit ang ID number. So the correspondence is 1-to-1. Okay, next. Can you guess what correspondence there is in this relation? This is a many-to-one correspondence since several students shared the third rank in a class. So the 3 students have the same average. Kaya ayan po, pare-pareho sila ng rank. Okay, last na to. So we have what correspondence? This time, this is a one-to-many correspondence. Since in the illustration, we can see the connection of one teacher, which is in the domain, teaching 2 or more students in the range. Ayan, so very good ang lahat. Meron pa ba kayong alam ng mga one-to-one correspondence, many-to-one, or one-to-many? You can share that to our next class next week. But for now, this ends our short TikTok for today. See you again next class. Goodbye, online classmates.